O.J. Simpson is saying goodbye today to football.
One of the great running backs of all time. I don't think there's been anybody who's handled himself so well on and off the field as O.J. Simpson. A great guy. We'll show you a lot of shots of him today.
All right, let's take a look at the field. San Francisco 49ers won the toss, and they have elected to receive Neil O'Donoghue, who is kicking it off for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. James Owens is center deep. James Owens has the ball at the 6-yard line. Owens to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Owens returns to the 25-yard line. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers start their first and 10. Paul Hofer is starting at a running back. O.J. Simpson is not starting in this afternoon's ball game. Here's the offensive line for the 49ers.
Good matchup for Ron Singleton, the left tackle, going against Leroy Selman.
And there are the wide receivers with Dwight Clark starting. That's in place of Freddie Solomon. DeBerg, Hofer, and Jackson in the backfield.
Wouldn't be surprised to see San Francisco with Steve DeBerg starting today really come out throwing the football. They throw it a lot better than they run it.
Schumann in motion across. DeBerg retreats to throw. Pumps it complete. Taken by Dwight Clark. Scramble up there at the 31-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on the play. Here is the 3-down lineman for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Crowder in the middle and Selman on the right side. And the 4 linebackers.
Good, big, and quick, all 4 of them.
And the deep backs for Tampa Bay. Second down play coming now for the 49ers. Penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. DeBerg completing it to McAfee. Puts his head down and drives across to the 36-yard line.
You see 54 here, Richard Wood, and all he is doing is keying number 36. He's keying number 36 coming out of the backfield. Good coverage by Richard Wood, who has just played sensationally for the Bucs, especially in the last 6 or 7 weeks.
As Paul mentioned, Freddie Solomon, who has caught 56 passes this year, 7 touchdowns, former quarterback at the University of Tampa, is not in uniform. He is here in street clothes along the sideline. 3rd and 8 at the 19-yard line. Schumann, touchdown! Mike Schumann for the touchdown.
Yep. I'll say it again. 1 and 13, they just take the opening kickoff. That moves 74 yards, a 19-yard scoring pass to Schumann. And a mix-up in the secondary. I think he slipped down. We're looking at Steve DeBerg. Good rhythm pass here. Schumann all by himself just steps in easy. The safety man, Mark Cotney, I think slipped down.
Bill Walsh on the phones. Conversion attempt coming for his 49ers. Ray Wershing is in to attempt. And points after this year, he is 27 of 30. Joe Montana, the Notre Damer, is holding for him. Montana puts it down. Wershing boots it up. And it's good. And so, as they come back up the field, the score here is the 49ers 7 and Tampa Bay nothing. Here's the offensive line now for Tampa Bay.
And it's a good one, and they're young.
And the receivers, Higgins, Mucker, and Giles. And the backs, Williams, Bell, and Davis. Doug Williams, quarterback. Give it to Ricky Bell. Bell drives for 2 out to the 32 before Dwayne Board made the tackle. Cedric Hardman, incidentally, injured a thumb this week, and he is through for the season. And Dwayne Board is starting at right in, as he did last week, in fact. Here's the defensive lineman for the 49ers. And they're starting Saraceno at left linebacker today, Buns and Harper. And there are the deep backs. Second down and 8 yards to go at the 32. Davis. Out to the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 5 yards to go at the 35 for Tampa Bay. Mucker in motion back to the inside. Williams. Intercepted on a deflection and dropped. He got it back. First and 10 for the 49ers at the 23-yard line. Hofer and Jackson in the back. McAfee in motion across. DeBerg has the ball. Incomplete. Almost intercepted by Curtis Jordan.
DeBerg flat on his back. Number 63, who leads the Buck defense in sacks. Leroy, big Leroy Selman.
Field goal units come on now on 4th down. Ray Wershing, who has booted 17 of 21 attempted, will try a 39-yarder with Joe Montana holding. Montana waits for the snap. He puts it down. Wershing boots it. And it's good. Ray Wershing's field goal is good. A 39-yarder. And that puts the San Francisco 49ers out in front by a score of 10-0. We have a report from the sideline now that Steve DeBerg, the quarterback of the 49ers, has sustained a concussion, and he will be held out of the next series. 1st and 10 now at the 29-yard line.
Now Montana gets up on the sidelines. Joe Montana starts warming up.
Davis moved to about the 27-yard line. Got a couple of yards. Johnny Davis from Alabama. Ed Vinson made the tackle.
There's Joe Montana, the rookie out of Notre Dame, who started last week against St. Louis. Didn't have too good a first half. DeBerg came in, started moving the 49ers.
At Notre Dame, Montana was known as the comeback kid. He came off the bench time and time again in crucial situations. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Ricky Bell's the tailback. Williams puts it out. Higgins intercepted. Picked off by Dwight Hicks. Dwight Hicks returns it across the 20-yard line. And the 49ers have the football once again on the interception by Dwight Hicks, number 22.
Well, that's a knock on Doug Williams so far. He's still a young quarterback. This is his 19th interception of the year. And the 2nd today. Trying to hit Higgins on a corner pattern. And a good reaction by Dwight Hicks, the free safety, comes up with his 3rd interception of the year. 49er ball when we come back.
Time in the 1st quarter expired during the run back of the interception, so as we start play here in the 2nd quarter, the 49ers are leading by a score of 10-0. DeBerg getting an ice pack on the back of his neck there along the bench. And Joe Montana is the quarterback now. 1st and 10 at the 23 for the 49ers. That's McAfee, his former teammate, going across, and there is Wilbur Jackson. All sorts of activities here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. Oh, we could work on a little act like that.
Take us 5 years to go through it twice without a mistake.
James Owens was shaking up on the kick coverage on that last punt. Came off the field under his own power. 1st and 10. Tampa Bay at their own 16. But Williams going long. Isaac Higgins. That's the diving catch. Higgins made the diving catch. Cornelius, the coverer there on that corner. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, great example of the strongest arm in the National Football League. He lets this go at the 6-yard line. The ball all the way to the 30. Great catch by Isaac Higgins. 57 yards from the line of scrimmage. Watch this gun. Right there at the 6. He just lets it fly. That's 66 yards in the air. Isaac Higgins, beautiful catch.
And it's in the end zone. Touchdown, taken by Giles. Giles for the touchdown.
Jimmy Giles scores his 7th touchdown of the year. A beautiful pass from Doug Williams of 19 yards. He beat the safety man to man and made a fine diving catch. Watch this. They pick it up. 49ers in a blitz, the quick release. And Jimmy Giles, good catch in the end zone, covered by Dwight Hicks. And the spike.
Buccaneers now with the conversion attempt. Neil O'Donoghue, who is 29 of 34 in the point after department, with Tom Blanchard holding for him. O'Donoghue's kick is up. It's good.
That was a very good hold by Tom Blanchard. It's a low snap to center. He did a good job. As we take a look at the touchdown catch again by Jimmy John.
First and 10 at 36. O.J. Simpson. This out of bounds at the 36. Leroy Selman. It's at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
49ers got a little break on that catch.
Second down play coming now.
Also, so important for Tampa Bay. If they could win today, Lindsey, they would clinch home field advantage in the first playoff game.
Yes, they would. That is important to them. Gilman, the 30.
They need the football in a hurry. Now under 7 minutes to play. Clock's still running, too. Tampa Bay's going to have possession under 6 minutes to play. Probably try to block this.
Long, high spiraling kick. It drives Danny Reese back. He's got it at the 16 to the 20. Fumbles the ball. It was stripped, and the 49ers have recovered it at the 24-yard line.
There's Danny Reese. The reason you see so many red jerseys down there, they had the kick block on. That's 53, Thomas Sebring on the recovery of the fumble. It was stripped, a 49-yard punt, a beautiful punt that time by Danny Melville. There's 53, Thomas Sebring, the rookie from Michigan.
McIntyre made the hit. Sebring recovered the fumble. First and 10, 49ers at the 24-yard line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who've had a rocky day here in San Francisco.
Now, you're not going to be too many folks, Lindsey, when you turn it over 6 times.
Bill Francis. A 45-yard field goal. Montana holding for Ray Wershing. Montana puts it down. Wershing's 45-yarder is good. A 45-yard field goal. Adds 3 more points for the 49ers and makes the score the 49ers 23, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 7. In the last 40 games in which O.J. had played, coming into this game, he had been on the winning side only twice in 40 games. But it begins to appear more and more as though he's on the winning side here this afternoon with 3:33 to play. First and 10 at the 25. Mike Ray is the quarterback. Mike Ray is in and Doug Williams is out. Mike Ray with a pass out into the right flat. Taken by George Ragsdale. Message board asked for an ovation, a final ovation for O.J. Simpson. There's the message board. And O.J. along the sideline, responding to the ovation. First and 10 now for Tampa Bay. They held the ball at the 49ers 15-yard line. Mike Ray, the quarterback. Incomplete at the 10. Mike Ray unlimbers it, and it is incomplete in the end zone, intended for Gordon Jones. Cornelius covering. Ball goes over on down to San Francisco.
Look at a happy bunch of 49ers. Even though they had lost, 13 out of 14 games. They never lost their will to play the game, Lindsay, and I think that's a credit to the coach and the organization of the 49ers. I played on teams that the Packers won only 1 or 2 games, and I can tell you the spirit and at the end of the year, guys just want to quit, get away from football. Let's get the season over with. But these guys have continued to enjoy themselves through a losing year.
O.J. Simpson is a tailback for the 49ers, and O.J. has the ball. Comes to the outside. Goes around the corner. And he's across the 45 and out of bounds. How about that? O.J. Simpson.
You saw the little lip. He got operated on about a year ago, but I'll tell you one thing. He dug down deep right here. Cutting back off the right side. Turns it on, a 17-yard pickup. And he just reached underneath for a little speed there and turned it on. Ran away from Danny Reese, 17 yards.
That's what these fans wanted to see. One last glimpse of the Juice in full flight, turning a corner up the field for 17 yards. The Juice is coming off, perhaps for the last time. Bill Walsh meets him along the sideline. Al Cowlings is there. Teammates along the sideline.
That's his buddy, Cowlings.
And now a timeout for the 49ers. They have called a timeout.
Let's take another look. Last time you see the greatest running backs of all time, maybe the best. 5 straight years of unparalleled excellence from 72 through 76. Speed's gone, but he reached down a little bit for something there. Maybe they are trying to run it up. It's been a long time since they ever had a win. Beat Atlanta this year.
A win would give the San Francisco 49ers a record of 2 wins and 13 losses. DeBerg. And it's complete to Phil Francis inside the 40-yard line of 1st and 10 for the 49ers. David Lewis and Jarvis White.
They're carrying Walsh off. Bill Walsh.
Bill Walsh is being carried up onto the shoulders of the 49ers with the clock running, and they won't stop it. It's down to 7 seconds. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second. And the 49ers have their 2nd win of the year. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers still trying to get that win that would give them the division championship. There goes Walsh, headed for the locker room of the 49ers. As the final score, San Francisco 23, Tampa Bay 7. We'll return to Candlestick Park in San Francisco after this word from your local station.